Try for Her Foundation has distributed reusable pads to women at Durumi IDP camp, Abuja. The initiative is one of its steps in addressing the numerous challenges faced by women in displaced communities. At the event, issues discussed included the struggles millions of girls and women in developing countries like Nigeria go through during their cycle.
We all know pad used to be 250 naira. Then it went up to 500. And now pad is over 2,000 naira. How many of us can really afford it? Even we that think we can afford it. If you buy this month, next month, what if you don't have money to buy? Not to talk of the less privileged. These are people that we've given them pad when pad was 250 naira. And they've had challenges even buying, even to continue it. Now pad is now over 500 naira. It is now over 2,000 naira. Initially we were sharing normal pad, but we found out that if they use, we found out that if they use the normal pad, they can't buy it anymore. So now we brought in this initiative of reusable pad. So this one can last them for a year. When they use it, they can wash and reuse again and wash and reuse again. So for 1 year, we've settled some parts, then we'll move to the other parts for the other year. And then before you know, and we want other persons to also come on board and assist us with this initiative.
Also in attendance were a cross-section of guests such as Aisha Yusufu, a Nigerian political activist who came to give her support to the cause. According to her, lack of menstrual hygiene may lead to health challenges if not properly handled. However, with proper education, the stigma that comes with it can be eradicated.
Menstrual hygiene is very important to the women folk. It's something, like I said earlier, it takes away a lot from the woman, especially the girl child. Wherefore, even sometimes education, some of them are missing education because they don't have as much to be able to take care of their health. We also have, because of mental hygiene, when there's no proper hygiene, it leads to other illnesses that also cause a lot of diseases for the women and affect them in their lives. The problem of stigma attached to it, it's one of the ways is through education. Let people understand that this is a normal biological process that happens, because what you have is that a lot of people have sort of like put some uncleanness, attaching uncleanness to what menstruation, and so because then it now becomes stigmatized. You know, in some community, if a woman is doing menstruation, she shouldn't cook, she shouldn't enter here, she shouldn't be here. These are things that with education, proper education and awareness creation, it will be stopped.
In view of these struggles, which may include gender inequality, cultural taboos and poverty, which can cause menstrual health needs to go unmet, the Thrive for Her Foundation distributed reusable pads to over 100 women.
Today, we are happy for her voice and her power. This is Farida. Farida, she came to our camp. She gave like hundreds women reasonable pads. And you see this reasonable pad, ma'am? Today, we are amazing. We are happy because some women that you saw them here, they are doing their menstruation sometimes with the always, sometimes with rag, sometimes with the tissue. And that is why all the women, they are having toilet infection because they are not taking care of it. But today it's not only she share the reasonable part, but she bring a professional doctor that has teach us how we are going to take care of this reasonable part, and she give us a personal hygiene that we are going to take care of ourselves. So
in conclusion, Freda Irabo, the chief executive of the foundation, called on the federal government assistance in promoting health hygiene, as well as including its education into our school curriculum.
And that is why we keep begging the government to come into initiatives like this, because I think it's high time we incorporate menstrual hygiene in schools' curriculum. So when these things are taught in school, because most of these homes, you have them labeling menstruation as taboos, and they narrow it down to culture, traditions and all. So if we can incorporate these things into schools, and these kids are being taught that it's just a normal phenomenon, it's something that naturally will happen. If you are a woman, you must experience menstruation, except you are in your menopause stage.